All systems go. Clear for liftoff. Hey there, everybody, and happy race day, and welcome to this week's NASCAR Quick Hit here at SHIPIT Nation. I am Eric, also known as TheGame on Discord, and we will be discussing the Cookout 400 at the Martinsville Speedway in Martinsville, Virginia. And I'm proud of myself for remembering to say who I am at the beginning of the video this week, unlike the end of the video I did last week. As always, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and like and share this video if you haven't already. It really does go a long way in helping us with the YouTube algorithm. As always, let me mention code HOOP15. Code HOOP15 gives you 15% off any monthly or annual membership plan. And of course, we cover the NFL, the NBA, PGA, MMA, NHL, MLB, college football, and of course, our favorite NASCAR. So once again, that is code HOOP15 for 15% off a monthly or annual membership. All right, let's go back to our track info page here. Once again, we are focusing on the Cookout 400 at the Martinsville Speedway. 400 laps, 280 total Dominator points up for grabs this week, okay? A little bit of a network change as well. In America, the race on Sunday will be at 3 o'clock, and this weekend it's going to be on Fox Sports 1. So Fox Sports 1 at 3 o'clock in America. And for our friends in Canada, this weekend it is on TSN 1, which I think is the main TSN station in Canada, and that is at 3 o'clock as well. So TSN 1 in Canada, Fox Sports 1 in America, and that is at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, let's go ahead and break down some of my favorite plays here for this weekend's Cookout 400 at the Martinsville Speedway. And let me pull up my blank version of the Stone. And the first driver, and really the first team who I'm going to start off with this week, this weekend, is Hendrick Motorsports. Okay. Hendrick Motorsports have had this date circled on their calendar for an incredibly long time. It is Hendrick Motorsports' 40th anniversary, and their drivers, who consist of Kyle Larson, William Byron, Chase Elliott, and Alex Bowman, all are sporting a special ruby red paint scheme this weekend at Martinsville. And Martinsville is the home of Hendrick Motorsports' first ever victory back in 1984, when it was still known as the Winston Cup, and Jeff Bodine was driving for them. Okay, so Hendrick has their first ever victory here at Martinsville back in 84. It is their 40-year anniversary, and they have some tragedy that struck here at this track back in 04. Hendrick Motorsports sadly lost about, I think, like 9 or 10 executives in a tragic plane crash, and those executives were traveling to Martinsville Speedway to watch that Sunday's race. And in that plane crash back in 2004, Rick lost his brother John and his son Ricky. So you can kind of tell and see why that Hendrick Motorsports have had this date circled on the calendar for an incredibly long time. And in an interview with MRN, a NASCAR legend and current Hendrick Motorsports executive Jeff Gordon mentioned that they have 1,500 guests this weekend at Martinsville. I'm assuming that is executives, friends, family, Hendrick Motorsports, car dealership people, the whole 9 yards. It is a huge weekend for Hendrick Motorsports. Not to mention, they're all damn good here at Martinsville, and they all showed they're all pretty impressive in practice. Of course, Larson is our pole sitter. He's probably my favorite Dominator play of the entire weekend. We have Chase Elliott, who's starting third. 8,800, NASCAR's most popular driver, hasn't won in a while. Excellent track history here at at Martinsville. Alex Bowman, stellar track history here at Martinsville. I think he rolls off 10th. Yes, 10th. And William Byron starts 18th. He's been great here at Martinsville in the past. Personally, like I mentioned, Larson is my favorite Dominator play of the weekend. And I'm going to try to be overweight on each of the Hendrick drivers because they are all going for a victory. They all want to win for Rick Hendrick's 40th anniversary, and especially here at Martinsville. They're all great plays, with Larson being my favorite. Up next, I might as well speak about last week's winner, one Denny Hamlin. Denny has been stellar here at Martinsville in the past, and pretty much been stellar at like every short track. He is the most expensive driver on both DraftKings and FanDuel this week. 11.5 on DraftKings, 14,000 on FanDuel. He starts 8th. Track position has always been, I shouldn't say always, in the next gen era, which is 2022 and 2023 and now 2024. Track position has been key here at Martinsville because it has been incredibly hard to pass. Is that going to be the case on Sunday? No one knows, as NASCAR, I believe, has brought a different tire and they have a different package here this year as opposed to the previous years. However, I don't think any of that's going to stop Hamlin from getting up towards the front. He's starting 8th already, top 10. He's dominated here in the past. Joe Gibbs Racing as a whole is trending upwards. Best team maybe in NASCAR right now. Maybe they're 1A to Hendrick's 1B or vice versa. Can't go wrong with Denny Hamlin this week. Up next, I like to focus on Chase Briscoe. And I kind of want to focus on Stewart-Haas Racing here as a whole. As you can see, I'm going to highlight here. They're priced all pretty much together on DraftKings. We have Chase Briscoe at 7,500, Josh Berry at 74, Ryan Preece at 72, and Noah Gragson at 7,100. In my mind, they are all smash plays this weekend. Chase Briscoe starting 5th. He has been stellar here in the past. I believe he led 109 laps here last spring. Had an excellent race. Has found himself up towards the front at Martinsville races in the past. And this track just seems to suit him. Not to mention, he was pretty decent in practice this weekend. So I love Chase Briscoe. Josh Berry has been trending upwards. He was pretty good last week in Martinsville. And these short, flat tracks really suit his driving style. He rolls off 7th this weekend, 7,400. Doesn't have much next-gen experience here at Martinsville, I don't believe. But his crew chief, Rodney Childers, sure does. And he has been stellar here at Martinsville in the Xfinity Series. So I love Josh Berry this weekend. Ryan Preece, awesome here at Martinsville as well. He put a stinker up at this race last year. I believe he led I think over 100 laps as well. I'm not sure how many laps Ryan Preece led here at the springtime last year, but he was dominating the early stages of that race until a pit road penalty put him back towards the pack. He's at 7,200, rolls off 22nd. I think he's a great play. And Noah Gragson. I don't believe Noah has much track time here on a next-gen car as well, but he has kind of been, at least for that first little portion of the season, has been the shining light, so to speak, of Stewart-Haas Racing. He is the cheapest of the bunch this week at 7,100. He rolls off 26. Um, I think they're all fantastic plays this weekend. I will probably have more Briscoe Barry Priest than I do of Gregson, but I will have exposure to all four. And my final driver I would like to discuss this week is one Todd Gilliland. And I guess I'm going to consider him my favorite budget play of the week, even though he's 6,200. A lot of these guys down here don't really impress me all too much, though I'll probably be playing some Hemrick and Williams just because their cheap price tag lets me get some other higher end options into play. But Todd Gilliland, 6,200, he qualified 16th. He was pretty good in practice, and he's been pretty good here in general, truthfully. Is he knocking down the door to win every week? No. Is he $6,200 starting 16th and can hopefully keep it up there? Assuming it is hard to pass like it has been years previously, I'll take my chances. He's been good this year, and front row in general has been good. His teammate Michael McDowell starts 35th, 6,300. The only reason I'm not, he's a little spoiler alert. I have him down as a cash play. In the finalized version of the Stone. McDowell, I mean, just because he starts 35th, but compared to Gilliland, McDowell wasn't all that good in practice or qualifying. So that's why I am choosing Gilly over McDowell this week for my quote unquote budget play of the week. That's actually all I have to go over right now for the Cookout 400 at Martinsville. I have some projections to finish up and as well as a slate plan to write. So I'm going to go ahead and let everybody go. As always, I'm once again TheGame in Discord. Any questions prior to lock on Sunday, please feel free to reach out and tag me. And as always, if there is any breaking news with drivers going to the rear of the field, I will make sure to alert the Discord as always. And once again, let me mention code HOOP15 for 15% off all monthly or annual membership plans. Thank you once again for spending a few minutes of your weekend with me, and let's go ahead and ship some contests. Have a good one, everybody.